Welcome. Welcome. This is Your Yoga Life, and my name is Viviane Wolfe. I'm so pleased that you chose to watch this live stream or video, whichever you have however you have chosen to come into this class, this sequence. Today we are going to be doing a yin yoga sequence for winter. So in yin yoga, it aligns a little bit more with like the meridian system. So this particular sequence is going to focus on the kidney and the bladder meridians. So these are very good for in winter because everything slows down, can become a little sluggish. And so this is going to help kind of clear those meridians, clear those energy lines in the body so that your organs can function with a little more effectiveness. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, great. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to use a blanket here. You are welcome to use whatever props feel best for you. I'll offer up modifications throughout this practice. But you always have the option to accept the modifications or decline them. I mean, this is your yoga practice. You get to choose, right? Right. Okay. So we're going to start very easy, lying on the stomach. So I'm going to use my blanket here to support my upper body, from my armpit to my hip, right? So just coming on down. You can bring your hands in front of the face, or you can stack forearm on top of forearm and just let the head rest there for a moment. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Take a few deep breaths here. Just let your body connect with the floor. And allowing your awareness to settle into sensations in the body. Beginning to become aware of the rhythm of your breath. Noticing where in your body you feel your breath. Noticing how your connection to the floor or whatever support you're on is affected by your breath. Throughout a yin practice, it's important to go ahead and keep the breath full and easy. So no holding the breath. Deep inhales, deep exhales. And then when you're ready, bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. The hands come in front. So instead of bringing the hands together, let's keep them in line with the shoulders here. Maybe your blanket has to move a little bit. That's okay. But we want to keep it as aligned as possible. So elbows underneath the shoulders, hands in front of the elbows. Active in the lower body. So starting here, you can just press down into the tops of the feet and start to reach the heart forward, almost like you're on a skateboard, like laying on a skateboard and you're trying to scoot yourself forward, right? Anchoring into the forearms, anchoring into the hands, and reaching the heart forward, turning the gaze forward, not up, forward. Shoulders relax down and back. This is Sphinx pose. Very active pose, but it's still. And we're going to stay here for several breaths. Noticing how the body in this pose is responding to your breath. Keeping those breath, that inhale and that exhale very full, very deep. You can continue. We're about halfway through this pose. You can stay here in Sphinx pose. If you want to take this a little deeper into the lower back, everything stays exactly the same, but you start to press into the hands to lift the elbows, taking the heart just a little bit higher. If that becomes too intense, then just bring the elbows back down. Totally up to you. Seal pose. Shoulders are still relaxed, still engaged here. Two more full breaths. And as you exhale, gently lower all the way back down, bringing the forehead onto the back of the hands or the back of the forearms. Allow the whole body to release into the floor. Good. Gently bringing the fingers in line with the chest. Press yourself up into a table pose. Maybe it feels nice to sink the hips back into child's pose just for a breath or two. Counterbalance. Gently rising back up. All right, now we're going to come into a seated position. And again, you're welcome to sit up on a blanket if that feels nice for you. And we're going to be doing butterfly. So if you need a little support underneath your knees, you can use blocks or you can use pillows, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to bring these blocks a little closer. And let's just come into this easy seated position. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open wide. And you'll want to make sure that your spine is neutral here. So if you catch yourself rounding, if this is where you are, then you want to go ahead and prop up your pelvis to a point where you can feel upright. And then you can bring the supports underneath the thighs or underneath the knees, whatever feels nice here. And then start to fold forward. So we're going to hinge at the hips, sending the heart forward. Maybe you walk your hands. Being careful, again, not to just keep the shoulders over the hips and round. We want to lean into this. Maybe it feels good to bring the chin to the chest. We'll be here for several breaths. And if you notice your mind is wandering away, just come on back gently, non-judgmentally, coming back into the sensations in the body, into the deep rhythm of your breath. Good. Gently starting to bring the shoulders back over the hips. Use your hands to bring the knees together. Maybe it feels good to windshield wiper the knees a little bit left and right. And now we're going to do half butterfly. So let's take the right leg out to the side. It doesn't have to be all the way out at 90 degrees. It can be just like 45 degrees, whatever's comfortable for you. And then take the left foot and place it on the inside of that thigh, bending the left knee. And again, if you need to, put some support underneath if you need to. And then we'll walk the hands forward again, just as far as it feels comfortable for you. Maybe you bring the elbows down. Maybe you put your forearms on blocks. Maybe you put your forehead on the mat or on blocks. Totally up to you. And then find some stillness in this pose and focus on your breath. Breathing fully and deeply. Good. Gently coming back up. Take your time. Then we'll do the other side. So bend the right knee. Use your hand to help. Bring that foot in. Stretch the left leg out long to the side. Bring the right foot in to touch that thigh, if that feels good, or just center the heel with your pelvis, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And then again, use props to lift up that knee if you feel like you need it. Start to send the heart forward once again, walking the hands forward just as far as it feels comfortable. Maybe using blocks underneath your forearms or underneath your forehead. Staying with the sensations in the body. Staying with the deep rhythm of your breath. Gently coming back up. Take your time. Shoulders over the hips. Use your left hand to bend the left knee. Bring the feet in front of you. And again, it might feel nice to lean back and do a little windshield wiper of the knees, left and right. Next, we're going to move on to the back. And lay down, feet planted, keeping those blocks nearby if you need them. And then from here, we're going to come into a reclined butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open wide here. Arms can meet the sides, palms up. And again, you can place your blocks underneath your thighs, your knees. Or an alternate is to open up your blanket just a little bit, roll it up long ways. And then slide that blanket underneath your upper thighs, just around the glutes, lower than the glutes, and kind of pull it in towards the hips here. That might give you the support that you need. Arms to the sides, palms up, or if you like, you can do some cactus arms if that feels more comfortable for you. We'll be here for several breaths, so find a place where you can find a comfortable stillness and settle in. And if your mind wanders away, remember that that is okay. Softly start to guide your awareness back into the sensations in the body, into the deep rhythm of your breath. Gently use your hands to help your knees together. Remove any props you might be using. Take the feet a little wider. Take the arms out a little wider. Find the side edges of the mat with your feet. Take a nice deep breath in here, and as you exhale, let the knees drop over to the right. The feet just roll onto their sides. So your feet are still on the side edges of the mat. They're just laying on their sides. Taking a couple of breaths here. And with your next inhale, bring the knees back up, plant the feet on the side edges of the mat. And with your exhale, let the knees drop over to the left. The feet just roll onto their sides. And move this block. Next inhale, bring your knees back up. And then start to stretch the legs out long, making your way into Shavasana. Again, you can take whatever version of Shavasana works best for you. You're welcome to make adjustments as you need. But classically, its legs are stretched out long, toes rotate outward. Arms are at the sides, the palms are up. You're welcome to take this rolled up blanket and place it underneath your knees if you need a little extra support. You're also welcome to plant your feet. Bring the knees together. And as you come into this restful place, let's just take a breath or two here to bring some awareness into each part of the body, encouraging it to relax into stillness. Gently taking your awareness down into your toes and your feet, into your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, upper legs, hips and glutes, into your pelvis and your sacrum, into your abdominal area and your lower back, into the rib cage and the upper back, shoulders and shoulder blades, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands and fingers, neck and throat, skull, face, jaw, cheekbones, muscles around the eyes, the forehead, the crown of the head. Allow each exhale to take you deeper into yourself, into a place of relaxation, of warmth and peace. And I'll guide you back when the time is right. So enjoy this Shavasana. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. And when you're ready to return, begin by bringing your awareness back into your body. Noticing the sensations, the connection with the surface below you. Bring your awareness into your breath and just notice how soft and gentle it has become. Invite a deeper inhale. And as you exhale, release it through the mouth. Continue breathing this way if it feels nice, as you now invite movement into the fingers and the toes. Into the wrists and the ankles. Arms and legs, shoulders and hips. Taking a couple of moments in whatever movement feels good to you right now. Could be stretching or pulling in or rocking, whatever feels good. Eventually make your way into a fetal position on one side of the body or the other. Doesn't matter which. Maybe you rest your head on your arm. Taking just a moment here in this soft place between your yoga and the rest of your day. And when you're ready to move on, use your hands to help press you up. Let's all come into a seated position. With one foot in front of the other or with your legs crossed. You're welcome to sit up on a bolster or a blanket. Let the hands rest on the legs or on the knees. Soften the gaze or close the eyes and take just one more moment here to notice. Noticing the sensations in your body. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. Noticing how you feel. Good. Let's go ahead and close this class by bringing the hands together over the heart. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. From my heart to yours. Peace. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice today. I hope that this yin yoga sequence has really helped you feel a little more invigorated and energized for this winter season, right? It's amazing how just slow, steady movement can help us feel more connected to ourselves, more connected to our breath, more connected to our body, right? So this is the part of the video where I ask for your help. Right? So please, if you enjoyed this video, press the like button. And if you are not already subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing. That way you'll get alerts whenever I post a new video or go live again, right? So I try to publish weekly. However, you know, the world is what it is and life is what it is. So and again, if you enjoyed this video and you know someone who might benefit from it, share this video through social media, through email, however it works for you. It's so wonderful to share yoga with other people. It's not just a great way to support me, although it is a great way to support me. It's also a great way to support your friends and your family by giving them the gift of yoga. That's it from me. Next week, let me see what next week holds for us. We're going to do a restorative class. I hope that I find you there. And until next time, please take very good care of yourself. Okay.